Hello, I'm Michael Glass from the FXcast Market Analysis team. This is our FXcast Market Analysis trading plan. In each of our videos, we try to identify high probability trading setups. We'll evaluate the gold chart to see if there's any leading sentiment. We will create a low volatility watch list, an inside bar watch list, and we'll review the economic calendar to see if there are any releases that could affect our open and new trades. As always, please send your comments and feedback to analysis@fxcast.com. As usual, we are starting off with the gold daily chart, and we can see a little sideways action again after 12 days of moving aggressively up. The market does need to breathe. And what's also interesting about this is that as we continue to have indecision about the debt ceiling in the States, and we continue to have debt issues in Europe, that the gold is beginning to pause. We think that that's why gold has strengthened, because if we're going to weaken the dollar by raising the debt ceiling limit, then gold takes off. But now, as there is no determination as of yet, gold is moving sideways. So that's certainly the outside story. But technically, looking at our technical analysis, we can also see a 12-day move up needs time to breathe, and hopefully we can get a pullback to look for a new trade. But we'll continue to monitor this tight range that we're in right now, which is basically you can see buyers are coming in around 1580. 1580, buyers are coming in, finding value, but sellers are finding value in this 1600 price level. So there's like a $20 range that the buyers and sellers are battling over. We did get an increase in volume today, and I would assume that's part of trying to keep it up. If we would have closed below these wicks, then the sellers really would have tried to accelerate the move down to the moving average. So we did get an increase in volume, and just very fractionally, we can see the buying volume now getting above the selling volume. It's been a while since we've seen that. Now, when we come over to our hourly look and look at our market profile, we can see that we are oversold and we're getting a little hook up. So there may be a chance for a longer term position in the meantime. I don't know if it's going to be a long term position, but certainly for a short term swing, we see that we are oversold. Maybe another push to the point of control here at 1587 will bring about that short term. Longer term, I would wait for this to come back a little bit more before I would try to get a long-term gold position. So we have gold kind of indecision. What's that say for the dollar? Well, down goes the dollar. Down goes the dollar today. We can see just an absolute fall off of the dollar, and we can see the pound taking off. The pound taking clear control, although we got a divergence and move to the side, fractionally below zero. But either way, the dollar died today. And so what do we see with this move down? We saw a huge move up. And as we come over to our daily chart, we can see our downtrend channel has been violated. We have moved above that. And what's good about this is for the bulls is that in addition to breaking our downtrend line here, in addition to breaking our downtrend line, we also came in today with more volume. We also got more volume today. So even though selling volume's in control, we had more volume as we broke through resistance, as we broke through our channel. And so usually, that's what we want. We want increased volume as we're breaking a channel to help us say, are we going to continue to move higher? Now, there's a couple things to look at. Where could we go? Well, there's 1.625 could be a place to go. We can see sellers kind of pushing down, kind of showing their strength here around 1.625. I'm sorry, 1.6525. 1.6525 might be a place. There's also, some choppiness right basically where the pound dollar is right now. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see what happens here. We had 3 days up here. We had an inside bar, and once we got above that, just really took off. So now we can clearly see not only are we in a sell zone, but we're out of our our Bollinger Bands. We're well off our long-term moving average. We're well off neutral. So that has to be something to watch. And as we already stated, the pound is in control. We have clear divergence between the pound and the dollar. And so we should begin seeing a move back to parity. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to come all the way down. These can also make their way up to where the pound dollar is. And we're going to see the continued weakness in the euro dollar. Here, we can see the euro dollar. Now, it's not as strong as the pound dollar because the pound dollar has already broken. Not only has it broken, it has clearly moved out of the channel. And we can see that the euro dollar has not done that yet. What we also don't see on the euro dollar is that increase in volume today. So the selling volume is still controlled. The sellers still can say, hey, this downtrend channel is still in effect. So tomorrow will give us confirmation. We don't have the volume yet, but maybe we'll see something tomorrow. And you can kind of see places to watch. You can see this choppiness right in this price level here, 1.45. That was a previous place of resistance, and that matches almost up basically with this swing high here. So if we can close above this, if we can get some volume, that's what I would look for. Otherwise, the sellers are definitely going to try to push this back down. Why are they going to do that? Well, as we come over to our 1 hour time frame, we can see we are well into a selling zone. Unlike the pound dollar, though, we're not outside of the bands. We got outside and kind of moved right on over. We're also well above now our long-term moving average, and we spent some time trying to catch up to it, and we finally did. So we're in a selling zone. We're above our long-term moving average, and just like the pound dollar, we can clearly see the divergence. The euro shooting up, the dollar shooting down. The euro, though, showing strength, though. Remember, the pound was, sitting at 0, whereas the euro is definitely above 0. So definitely some strength there, and we definitely should see a continuation. So we'll move over to our last one, which is the dollar franc. And here we can see on the daily that we never did make our way back up to our previous support. We did not make it all the way up here. With the dollar weakening, looks like we're heading back down to test that support level. That support is at 0.808. So we'll see if this is going to hold up. We got on parity volume, selling volume still in control. If the weakness continue, I would say we're probably going to go back and test this. Maybe we're going to start a new channel just like this. So as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and grab our horizontal line and put it in there. Okay. Now as we come over to our long-term view, we can see we are well below our long-term moving average. But as far as Bollinger Band zones, we're in a neutral zone, heading towards a buying zone. Maybe we'll get that buy as we get closer to this previous support level. But just like everything else, the dollar tanked, the franc is in control, and the franc did get itself above 0. So that is certainly good. And as long as the franc is in control and above 0, we will continue to press down. As we come to our low volatility and inside bar watch list, we have the dollar Canadian and the Aussie dollar for our low volatility watch list. And we do not have anything right now for our inside bar watch list. Let's go to the economic calendar. As we come to our economic calendar, we can see we've got business climate indicator in France, and we have economic sentiment in Germany. Both of those could be very interesting. And then we have some retail sales and inflation data for Canada, and retail sales also for Canada. So not too much, but we do have some sentiment, economic climate for France and Germany that could be interesting. We would like to thank you for watching our FXcast market analysis. As we continue to improve and make adjustments so that you're getting value from our videos, we want you to take the time to give us feedback, give us comments, send us questions about what you would like to see in our videos, and you can send those comments and feedbacks to analysis@fxcast.com, or you can post to our daily forum. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time.